What's up, my peeps? EJ here, breathing fantasy football. Literally, man, this is probably the first time I've never cashed on a showdown in both slates on tonight's game. I'm not that bad of a fantasy player, but it's all good. At the end of the day, still humble, man. I still know my time will come. Just having fun, hanging out. Go look at some Draftkings lineups. Just chilling, always chilling. That's how we do it here. Games really weren't that interesting to watch unless you're a Eagles fan or a Bills fan. I got my Bills gear on in support of the family. You guys know I'm diehard backers, but when you meet someone in your life and you just, I don't know how to say it, man. I love being married. I love my life, and I love football, all kinds of ways. Definitely, I was on one last night, but tonight I'm just chilling. Still same old guy. Lose 60, $80. I think it was between both the games, and I think I lost like 120 tonight. I don't care, man. Just being honest, real with you guys. That's what we are here. We're just casual players putting in lineups, playing DFS, fantasy football. You got questions about league plays? Sure, we'll talk about it. We'll look at it. We Galaxy Brain each and every week. We're going to be looking at unique plays, some fades, some chalks, just trying to find some stuff where we can maybe make 5-figure, 6-figure wins. And I think I want to go back, Cha, man. We gotta, with what I do, the way I see the world, in a way that I always want to be different. I mean, if you knew me outside of here, which you may one day, man, we'll link up in person, go grab a pretzel or your favorite place to go out in town. You can come down here, whatever, man. Man, to me, it's just being able to just go out and socialize and talk to people and always put others first. Just try and have a good time. I don't want a fantasy football show. This is not a fantasy football advice. Never has been. Never wanted to be. I mean, I'm out here trying to grind and make some unique plays, man. That's what we all are about. I see other people trying to come out and make some shows and contents. I'll look at everybody's. In fact, we'll go and see who's live streaming right now. I just want to see people keeping it real. Put your money where your mouth is, but also show your shit. Be who you are. And if you're out here having a YouTube channel talking fantasy football, you better be just humble and open and talking to people and just trying to have some fun, hang out, man. Be you. Be just someone that others can look up to, man. I may not have the greatest fantasy football advice, but you know what? I'll be there to talk to you when your team sucks. I'll be there to talk to you when nobody else wants to talk fantasy football. I'll be there to just shoot the shit. And I'm sitting on a toilet, the fantasy football toilet bowl to start the season out, man. My best ball drafts, those are in the past. I ain't even worried about them. I think I got sweats. Gonna have sweats all year in that. But my thing is, man, I wanna smash, like straight up smash a GPP tournament, and then we'll flip this bad boy and we'll build this thing. That's what I like to do, man. We got the guts and the glory, and we're the type of dudes that you see up there with two lineups in the millie maker and one of them smashes. We're the kind of peeps that deserve to be there. Fuck the sharks. Fuck the dudes that want to come out here, use all this types of software, and they're just like, oh, well, Robert Woods, he's projected to get 13 fantasy points because he's going to be targeted 8 times maybe in this game. He's a veteran player. They got nobody else out there. It's like, man, fuck those kind of plays, man. Yeah, it's cool, like, to see certain things. But at the end of the day, man, go with your gut. Make some risky things. Because the way we play, we're not playing league play. I don't care if you can't figure out if you want to start Jamar Chase or AJ Brown or Diggs or who should I start in my RB2. I don't give a shit. But if you ask me, I'll talk about it. But that's just me being me, man. That's not what this show is here for. I don't want to rename my show to Breathing Daily Fantasy Football. Literally, nah, man. This is still fantasy football. At the end of the day, this is just the way we have sweats. You guys all have your sweats in certain ways, man. So yeah, it's like a vlog. This doesn't exist. Nobody's doing this. The only other person I know that's doing this is, I guess, Felix at Best Ball Nation. He does. He's learning. He's like me. He doesn't know where to start. He's just fucking hitting the live button, going out there, making connections, talking to people, and that's amazing. That's what he's supposed to do. I mean, you know what? If ever anybody says, EJ, you're just a clown, a troll, you get jealous, you butthurt, all these other successful guys out there making money, and you ain't making shit. I mean, yeah, I'm a little upset sometimes that I'm not winning, but I'm grinding, man. This is the grinding mindset. I'm very well aware where I'm at, where I want to be, and where we're going, baby. Hey, give me 1 sec. Man, this is just here in my home, just hanging out. So I may get up, walk around, let my dog out. I don't give a shit, man. But we're going to be looking at some unique plays. Square, are you okay? What's wrong, baby? Man, this is I'm not upset with this start. I think I'm down, honestly, $400 to start the year since week 1 started. Ain't shit, man. Ain't nothing. I see people drop $400 on the poker tables, and like not even the good side of the poker tables. If you guys don't know me, I'm a poker guy. I've been in it for over 7 years, man. I know all the different kinds of the ways gambling gets under people's skin, man. People, it's just crazy. I don't want to. I want to help people, man. I love gambling. I love the itch. I love the sweats, the unknown. It's an amazing roller coaster because right now the roller coaster we're on, it's been broken. It's been broken. It gets stuck. It rains on us. It hasn't been fun roller coaster. But one day we're gonna hit that roller coaster, do like 8 loops, and we're gonna fucking smash, man. Not crash, but we're gonna smash. We're just gonna get off the roller coaster and get smashed. Someone probably dropped 10K on prime time Cousins tonight. Man, and you know when you said that, I had a championship 2000. What year was that? 2017 vibes. When Diggs caught that touchdown pass in the division game against the Saints, it was like whoa! And out of nowhere, they moved on. They played the Eagles, and this is that game. This is basically what we just saw, except Case Keenum is no longer there. He's actually on the Bills. But yeah, Kirk Cousins. That was the year. Man, that was the year the Vikings almost made it to the promised land, but the Eagles looks like they're their arch nemesis still, man. What do you think, man? 22 minutes in. I just love looking at my boys, my buddy Mike. This dude right here is an amazing artist and makes music. He's only got 300 subscribers. If you like some of the music, I don't have it that loud. I know I got my buddy Cha Cha on his phone. I don't want to put him on blast with the music, but man, we're just straight chilling. Um, Guy I work with, and he's been grinding on his YouTube channel. He's got like 300 subscribers, but man, it's just straight fire, straight chilling. I could rock out to it all the time. All right, EJ, you said your point. Can we get on and look at these week 3 first look? Yo, what's up, Jake? Jake from State Farm. What do I do about Zeke? Do I try to trade him like someone offered me Zeke and Hunter Renfro for Josh Jacobs, but I don't need Renfro with my receivers being Michael Thomas, Amon-Ra, and A.J. Brown? You want to know what I think of Michael Thomas? Just ask me 1 second. This is what I think of Michael Thomas.
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
And I think that applies only for the first 3 quarters of weeks 1 and 2. If I could just make a fourth quarter slate with Michael Thomas, then I'm fucking gold, man. he's bound to like regret. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Are you guys still with me? Is anybody still believing me? I don't even know, man. I was totally off Michael Thomas the whole best ball drafting. And he scores 3 touchdowns in garbage time. But it's all good. Just funny. Yeah, I never answered your question. I'm not good at these questions, man. This isn't where my head's at. My head, if you want to talk to EJ here, my focus is in DFS, man. I don't know diddly squiddly about trading people. I've been out. My mind space is, I have no. We just do weekly, day to day kind of grinds here. So my skill's no longer really in it, but he looks almost 100% dependent. Yeah, they're the touchdowns that have kept him alive. You got to keep Zeke, man, because if something happens to Pollard, Zeke's the dude. They still have Prescott coming back. He's still there. They're still going to get him 200 plus carries. He's not coming out of the field. Even if he struggles, he's been there, dude. You don't need to trade Zeke for some Jacobs. Oh, but you're trying to get Zeke, man. I see. I'm not really paying attention. Sorry, but much respect to all you guys that ask any questions. I know you may be like, man, this EJ breathing fucking dog shit channel. I'm not a league guy. This is not a league. It's not breathing fantasy league football advice. Literally, it's fantasy football, man, and we're just talking DFS. Yeah, man. Monday night meltdowns for my boy Kirk Cousin. What 2 boring games. I mean, I was enjoying watching the Bills in my living room. Is fun. They're for real, man. Definitely, they did the right thing getting Von Miller on that defense to be that captain. He's like the Ray Lewis. I know they're different guys, but he's like that dude that's coming in here, just won a Super Bowl, trying to bring it. I get it all. They repeated it out there, man, on the broadcast. But yeah, it's awesome to see that the Bills, and we're going to the game next month. We got some tickets. We're gonna go to the Packers Bills game. We'll be there in the nosebleeds. I'll be wearing my my Don Beebe jersey. If you know who Don Beebe was, he was a dude that chased down Leon Lett in the 1993 Cowboys Bills Super Bowl, knocked that ball out with a meaningless play, but he's a straight hustler. Then he won a Super Bowl with the Packers. This is what we do here, man. We're just being real with you guys. Where I come from with my background, I like to say these things because it helps me remember that I have a memory 20 20 years ago. So what do you guys think, man? Actually, that was what, 30 years ago? Holy shit. 30 years ago. Yeah, we're going to be looking at some best ball. Man, I tried to see. So, Cha Cha, if you're still with me, man, I want to pull up the labs and I want to go through. And if you want to join me, you can, man. I know you did a lot of talking and we kind of wasted. I never view it as a waste, man. Even though we were talking for an hour on the showdown, it's like, oh my God, what should we do here? What should we do there? Maybe I don't do that again. Maybe I should just get on. We just do one or two lineups. I was kind of just like, man, I'm gonna just do the rest of my builds, trial and error. That's what it is here, man. Just what it is. Nobody else has a fantasy football show like this where we're just fucking chilling and shooting the shit. No, but tell me. I want to watch. I want to support another channel that's just shooting the shit. Doesn't have to have a that still does DFS, but doesn't have to be so fucking perfect. Who gives a shit about? I don't care. I got jokes. I'm a jokester, man. I like to joke around. And if anybody wants to come on and troll me, sure, man. Go ahead. You're the one with the negative energy, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah. In a second, I'll get you in if you want, man. I want to get this. I want to look at the player pool. It looks like they don't have it out yet, or do they? No, that's last week. So what we're looking at here is Fantasy Labs. It's like a data tool, uh, assister, whatever it is, man. It's a cool thing that you get to look at numbers. I don't know all the numbers. My buddy Jake, he's schooling himself up more than I am with it, but I love to still look around on it. Let's look and see who won $1,000,000. Currently winning $500. That must be my best ball stuff. Yeah, man. Now I know you're always on your phone, Cha Cha. I don't like seeing you type on your phone, man. I just I'm more concerned about you guys. I know that you're putting a lot of effort, holding the phone, watching, trying to hang out with us. You're good company. I want to be good company. It'd be as if we're in the living room here just shooting the shit, and I got a computer and like, yo, man, what do you guys think? Like, if we had a team and we're just fucking shooting the shit, trying to find our unique plays for whatever slate we're working on. That's what this show is. This is a galaxy brain, and we just talking. Yeah, I haven't done anything yet 30 minutes in, but I love to still just be wary of it. We're a very small group of guys here, so and I've been doing this 3 years now, so I'm not gonna just try and go out and prove to anybody what I have to do. I'm very content where I'm at. Not content with this Draftkings web browser not properly loading. But yeah, I got my guard up a little bit. It's been lowering, but a bunch of people came in over the years just talking shit, and I wish I could be that guy that just ignores it. Because the professional streamers, those with very um, successful shows, they'll tell you, EJ, you just do your thing. Don't be distracted by this stuff. And it's like, I care about everybody that comes through here. If you're negative, I care about it. I want to help you. You're the one with the problem, unfortunately. Sometimes I have problems, of course. We all have our itch. I shouldn't be doing this many uh, DraftKings lineups or underdog stuff. It does bring out gambling addiction, but at this age of all the yoga and all the meditation, all that stuff, I love to just sit back and just relax. It allowed me to just be humble about my experience. I'm positive that one day I'm gonna hit it, and that's just it. This is the way we swing. I'm swinging a bunch of strikeouts right now, but when I'm back, baby, better watch out, man. We're gonna smash. But I can't smash because the browser's kind of not working with me here. Man, I was looking at this. I was looking at the running back plays from last week. What a drop off from Chubb. McCaffrey, then Pollard, Damian Harris. Like, they're not even great plays. Like, Harris, 16 points. He's the number 4 running back. It would have worked. Obviously, it would have worked, but it's still so crazy of what you could have got away with if you would have just stacked 2 games. You just needed to be in 2 games, basically. Chubb and I guess you could have played Swift. Just playing 2 games. You probably could have went Michael Carter. That 10 points, knowing that these games could have been crazy. It's crazy, man. Tua with the 40 burger. Is he for real, man? Is Tua really for real? Or are we going to see a dud? He's going to have a dud this year. And when he has a dud, is that when all the trolls come out? Like, well, yeah, here it is. This is what we all were expecting. The dud from Tua. But the Joe Flacco call by Jake, very, very, it's a very smart play. He's got nothing to lose at this stage, and I could say this now, but I should have been saying it with him. I didn't want to steal Jake's thunder, and I was never against it, never will be. But man, great call. The call we all made collectively because everybody knows I wanted to fade that Bengals defense. I did play him a little bit, but I wasn't that high on him. I was pivoting off him to the Jaguars D and Bengals D. I think I only played 4 defenses: Cleveland, Jaguars, Bengals, and Giants. I played Giants D. Oh, and Patriots D. So I played 5. 5, okay. That was it. Look at these quarterbacks, man. There's Cha-Cha's play. Jared Goff, man. It's just Hawkinson has been He hasn't done shit, right? He hasn't done anything. Trevor Lawrence with 18 points. That's like his ceiling. So he'll make the top 10 here. Jimmy G, nobody had that in 16-6-6. Ooh, that's a curse right there. Man, my my fantasy prayers go out to everyone that was drafting Trey Lance. And my heart goes actually out to him. Of course, it sucks to have this as his start. He's got a big obstacle. This is different than the Joe Burrow broken leg. A little different, man, because Burrow actually came in there firing. He did not show that he wasn't ready. Burrow was ready, and then he gets injured. Trey Lance hasn't shown that he's ready. He didn't get a chance, really. He did a little bit. He played last year, but then they put in Garoppolo. There's Mariota with 16 points. That was my play. My call last week was Mariota. And then I did some Joe Burrow stacks as well. Look at that. Cooper Rush, 2-0. 2-0 as a starter. That's cool, man. He's probably going to be a career journeyman, but he'll be backing up like Josh Allen in like 3 years. He'll or maybe, yeah. He'll be on a Super Bowl team. He deserves it. He's not going to get it with the Cowboys as long as Jerry Jones is still alive. Man, all right. You want to look at a first look? EJ, man, my eyes, I'm tired. Like, come on, man. Like, let's look at a first look. All right, let's do it. I was hoping to get this projections up here. And as I do it, I'll drop the link. You don't have to jump on right away. I'll give you my first look before I hear your thoughts. So, but let me drop the link in case Jake or anybody wants to join. Yeah, man. The whole purpose of this channel, this show, is just it's to you can set some lineups on your end, take some notes if you want, but we're just galaxy burning. That's what we do here. I'll have to edit out the first 35 minutes and exit. So, but I like to just chill, man. No rush. Yeah, I was trying to get this loaded. I don't know why my browser acts up sometimes. You talking about the Dolphins coach? I think him and Dan Campbell. Man, if there's two teams that I could see in my lifetime win a Super Bowl, two teams, it's the Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions is actually the. You want to know what the oldest You want to know what the oldest rivalry in the NFL is? Do you know? Does anybody know what the oldest NFL rivalry is? You could take one guess of what one team is, and you'll probably get the other team wrong. So let's see here. Let's look at the main slate. 13 games. No buys yet. No buys. May have to go back to. I've always wanted to take this down. the $3 100K to first. This is our hero. Our hero. Yeah, you're right. It's Lions Packers. I kind of preface that, but a lot of people think that it's the Bears and Packers, but it's the Lions, man. The Lions never been to a Super Bowl. All these fans out here that are like, my team. Oh, I need to go back. I just won it 6 years ago. Or we just Lions never been to a Super Bowl. If you've been a Lions fan, never been there. No idea. So in my lifetime, it would be awesome to see a Lions Super Bowl appearance, I guess, at least, and a Bills win, a Bills Super Bowl win. Maybe the Bills can play the Lions. How cool would that be? That would be the best Super Bowl. Maybe not like Vegas and like people that bet on it and need to show off, like, come to my Super Bowl party. No, fuck you. You I don't want to go to your damn Super Bowl party this year. It's the Lions and the Bills. Fucking no, man. It's gonna be a different Super Bowl party. People don't want to see Lions in the Super Bowl, but the contrarian guy does, and I'm a Packers fan. So shout out to my Lions. I would love to see him in a Super Bowl. So shout out to Hooch, right? Hooch is a fan, I think. Let's look at this. We're gonna set a wild lineup. Wow. I need a wild west snippet, man. Anybody believing in me? Anybody believe in me? Well, if you believe in me, these guys right here in this snippet, they believe in me.
Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Rock your body and dance. Okay, I believe you.
Anybody know what movie reference that's from? Without searching it. So here, man, looking at the $3 100K to first. This is always so fun. Man, I had a sweat in this 3 years ago. The sweat was so good that I was in first place. And this is in the fourth quarter of the second half games. My best finish was 25th. I fell to 25th. Nah, you're close. It starts with a B. And you can't say it 3 times. So let's look at these slates, man. The pros, this is how they do it. They look at each game and they're like, okay, let's look at this game. Ravens, Patriots. Where should we go here? So Lamar has been eating the past 2 weeks. He's been doing pretty good. And then you got Mac Jones, who might have been he's never going to be a fantasy relevant guy. Yeah, Beetlejuice, man. Yo, what's up, Bo?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Hey, thanks for still believing in me, man. We just totally laid a goose egg on all those lineups we did.
Yo, man, it's hanging with me. It's gonna keep you cursed because us playing Quez Watkins as much as we did last year, and then seeing that tonight was hard to watch.
Yeah, and I was just going so fast. You heard me say we got to make a lineup with Quez, and it slipped my mind. I wanted to just. It's all good. Now he's going to be on people. He shouldn't be on anybody's radar still. He's still behind. That was just a weird. I didn't start watching the game till the Bills were over. I wanted to see James Cook get some runs in to see how he runs, and
I did see him in the fourth quarter. Like one of his first runs was like 33 yards.
Yeah, that was the first one he broke free. Yeah, that was nice. He's definitely got some nice speed to him. I don't know how he hits the hole really, and I want to be there when he. I think he'll break a slate once this year, and I don't know when it'll be. I hope it's not our Quez Watkins attempt at trying to figure it out.
Yeah, then week 1 next year, he just tears it up. Well, I'm sure that's how it go.
Yeah. So just looking at some of these, man, just off reference, I guess I could look at the Vegas totals, but just looking at the game, this is the first time I looked at any. I guess I could just open it all the way up. I was making a joke at going team by team, which is cool too, but I just want to look at the whole thing.
No, I
If
like it.
anything sticks out.
I haven't really looked at it yet either, so you'll definitely get my genuine first responses to them.
Yeah, so we'll start at the top. We got Josh Allen at 8,200. I won't say all the salaries unless I see something crazy.
Well, I mean, let's talk about that game. I mean, Buffalo, Miami. I mean, how much is there to talk about? I mean, that can go yonkers.
Oh, one quick, I want to give a shout out to King Reed. Weren't you on the Lions in that one game saying it's going to be over? The Lions and the Skins at week 1. So good call on that one. We weren't on it. Man, Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be like he's the Cooper Kupp of this year. It feels like you were saying it.
Yeah, no, he definitely could be. Yeah, he's looking like he's going to be drafted in the second round next year almost.
Probably. He should be. Oh, what the hell is this? Let's read what he has to say. Yeah, Hebrew. Are there hooligan fanatics in football and basketball in the United States like in Europe? In Europe, do they like smoke flares, sometimes burn chairs, throw firecrackers? Man, what are you smoking? And do you have any extra?
I was going to say, over here in America, we light blunts and smoke bombs when our team wins.
Yeah, we're talking NFL. So, we're over here in the United States talking fantasy football. A little degenerative. Actually, I don't see it as too much degenerative. We're really trying to put some thought and energy into constructing some unique builds. That's how we always have been. So, we're just looking at players and plugging them in with their own money. We'll risk a couple bucks, and hopefully we can take down a big prize. It's a lottery. That's basically what it is. But it's fun. It's fun. I love it to death. So this game, the Bills and the Dolphins, this is going to be the most hottest game everybody wants to attack. Mm-hmm. But what if no, man? This is Tua's goose egg. This is 100% his goose egg. This is the Bills. They went through the Super Bowl champions. Ooh. They held Derrick Henry to under 10 yards like the first half. That touchdown was just let's just say he didn't even score. I mean, Derrick Henry had 0 points today. They are going to go to Miami and possibly shut this team out. And I don't think Josh Allen, he didn't run that much tonight. He ran like once, and I was watching that. I was like, it changed. They made it a thing, like do not run as much. He didn't tonight. He'll be back at the running. He can't help himself. He'll be back out there trying to fight the Spartans with his spear, like right in the battle. That's how he is, man. He don't always take his crossbow and his arrow and shoot. He'll get out there and run the rock. Yo, Jake, jet stack again. Let's see. I'm kind of leading the show, and I'm trying to let Cha-Cha help out, but I keep interrupting him. So give me your takes
I'm actually with you on the Buffalo Miami take. A lot of the public could just easily just be ABC about it, hop on the Dolphins. Let's see Bills defense goes in there, shuts them down. The whole public just takes a big L.
Dude, I've been so wrong over the past 2 weeks. I don't want to be that dude that's now jumping on the Dolphins going against the hottest defense. This defense, man, and it could be a dirty game. It rains here every day, so I don't know I don't know what it's going to be like in a weekend. So I'd rather game plan that it's going to be a fade in Bills D. What is Bills D? I just want to see the price. It might be under 3K. No, 35. So it's pretty high, but it's definitely a low owned play. Atlanta. Ooh, Atlanta. Let's look at I'm gonna look at the Jets game. Jets and Bengals. Oh, I want to look at that one. I think Jake is on something. Then we'll go look at Atlanta. So looking at this, thank you guys for helping me keep the flow of the stream going, because when you guys say something, I'm able to then pop in and have a new perspective. So yeah, man, does Joe Burrow, is this where he unleashes the dog? Like, this is the game you don't miss, right? Is that the story we want to look with our first look? Like, we start with Burrow and we're going to end the week with Burrow, right? Like, if the Jets have any steam and they carry it into next week, that means they have points on the board. That means Burrow is going to wake the fuck up. And this is where he wakes up. No picks from Burrow, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, I'm with that. Unless Jake was trying to talk about Joe Flacco again, which actually it probably works as well. But when does the Joe Flacco candle go out? Because it will go out.
No, it's definitely possible this week. No, you have a point.
So why not the Joe Burrow? Why are we? Everyone's quiet. Jets win by 2, 39 points. I mean, can't Joe Burrow come out here and get 39 points by himself? I mean, that's easy. Who you stacking with? Chase just had a goose egg, right?
Yeah, and that's the thing with Flacco too. We saw his ceiling was literally what it was last week, and I mean it still might be better to chase the ceiling of the guys who have those 45-point ceilings, those 40-point ceilings.
Yeah, I'm on board where this is. I feel very comfortable. I've been playing Joe Burrow week 1 and week 2 because of the obvious. We thought that there'd be shootouts for the most part before the injury to Dak Prescott. That was still a direction I was liking. But man, this is I'm on the 40-point game where Burrow, he's going to come out with a statement. I knew he would struggle against the Cowboys, right? That defense was fired up to show that we're still with you and we're not going to let this season start 0-2. That's what that victory win felt like. Because I was watching that game a little bit. Cowboys just looked determined.
That and Micah Parsons looked like he's ready to take that Defensive Player of the Year type of mantle.
Really? He's that good, huh?
Oh yeah, man. I remember that draft when I couldn't believe it. They got him. I knew the Cowboys just got to steal.
How far did he go? Like 11th pick, 10th or 11th?
Yeah. He should have, bro. He should have won like 6. I mean, that's where I had him ranked. But
yeah. If I'm a pair, so my first look right here, I'm already sold on Joe Burr. I'm just gonna rock it, and we're gonna do a couple, man. I like doing a couple, and I never touch these first looks again unless there's an injury. Never touch it. What we do, it's set. We're rocking it, man. Jets D is not great. Flacco will have to throw a bunch again. Oh, they picked him in the 12th. Yo, what's up, Daryl? Welcome to the channel again. Thank you for hanging out. I remember you were with me maybe week 1 or maybe on some best ball drafts. Yo, Cha-Cha. I got a best ball in the best ball mania with Tua, Waddle, and Nick Chubb.
Nice.
Yeah. We did that one on the best ball bender.
Yeah, man.
And
I'm starting to think. A lot of people really just overthought Nick Chubb.
yeah,
I mean, I think you remember when I hit you up in the summer. I'm like, yo, I was just thinking about last year and my success rate with Nick Chubb on my team. And I was like, why is he dropping a round and a half?
because we all want guys who said it the best. Pete said it on the show in week 1. Everybody wants someone in their position that does more than that position. They want a quarterback that runs. They want a receiver that gets handoffs. They want a tight end that does everything.
Yeah.
And they want a running back that can catch balls. That's the mindset of this new age fantasy DFS drug that we want points. How many ways can you get points? That's what it is, man. So that's why Nick Chubb is falling. We have recognized that he does not have that role on that team where he catches balls, so he's going to be overlooked a lot. Wait. I can get DeAndre Swift, though. I could get Aaron Jones. He catches balls from, Leonard Fournette. I'm not getting Nick Chubb yet. I want these guys. Yeah.
No, I'm with you.
Sweet, man. I hope you're leading so far going into week 3. Maybe you did a draft with me. I don't remember, man. Refresh me if you like. So what do you think this first look? Or should we – you want to hold off on Burrow and keep looking at the quarterback pool?
Let me give a shout out to Caden, the Colts fan. I keep looking at this trade he commented.
Oh, sure, man. Go ahead.
It's in a 12-man PPR money league. Lamar, DJ Moore, and Cup for Russell Wilson, Jay Jettas, Chubb. I would say you won the deal because Lamar's had a really good 2 weeks, honestly. So you're sort of trading him on the high. You're getting JJ and Mike Evans, and you're getting the best runner in the whole league, Nick Chubb. If you needed the running back, you 110% won that trade.
Yeah, that was a great way you broke it down. I can't do a better job than that, man. Yeah, you're very accurate. Cup and Lamar, they're on huge highs. Didn't DJ Moore catch a touchdown pass? This to me sounds like, he proposed it to you.
Yeah.
Because you're obviously stuck in the – I mean, I don't know why I had to say that, but you could have maybe proposed it to him, but no way. He proposed this to you, and you're like, I'm getting 4 guys. Justin Jefferson, which is a stud. He's right up there in the class with Cup. Even though he had a dud, we knew he was going to have a dud tonight. How did no one remind us of the Monday night meltdowns?
Yeah, no.
Of Kirk Cousins.
That guy was definitely a Baltimore Ravens fan. He was seeing the trade or something. He wanted that Lamar. But yeah, let's keep rolling at the quarterback position. I didn't mind the Joe Burrow take, but let's glance at a few other games, see if there's anything else we're seeing.
Carson Wentz in the 6K range now. Ooh, man, somebody celebrate.
Carson Wentz more than Tom Brady. Say what?
Oh, hell no. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let it sit in the 5K range for a second. I gotta get some water.
You're good, bro.
right, sweet.
Yeah, this is 5K range. I'm not really a big fan of it. I mean,
Well, first, give me 3 words when I say Matt Ryan. Like, yes, no. Like, why are we? That's got to be a chalk play, a bounce back. Pittman will be back. Everybody's got to bounce back
yeah, you're right.
at home. It's Matt Ryan's an obvious chalk cash play, but can we find interest in wanting him in GPP? That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, man.
Or depending on the running back pool, I mean, I haven't really wanted to play Jonathan Taylor that much, but he's definitely in play this weekend against Kansas
Yeah.
City. Yeah.
So yeah, I see what you're saying. It would make sense to possibly fade Matt Ryan. Has he been involved in the receiving game that much? Has Hines done anything?
Jonathan Taylor, I think I know he got
I was
concussion.
just thinking, could you pair Matt Ryan with Jonathan Taylor? Would that fit this slate as well?
What, 1 target last game? 7
Yeah,
targets the first. Okay.
and that was a closer game. Maybe once they started getting blown out, I don't know how often he was on the field. What did Hines do? He's not even receiving. So he's third down roll 100%. I mean, that could be this game. This is definitely in play as well. Oh, cool, man. Well, thank you for hanging out with us so far. We're just breaking it down too, man. What's your name, bud? I can call you King Reed if you want.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same page with you, King Reed. I haven't really been wanting to fire Jonathan Taylor much the first 2 weeks, but this week he's catching my eye, especially that $900 price decrease.
Yeah, $900 cheaper, and he's in a definitely a better spot. The Colts haven't won a game yet this year. They're gonna have to do something, or we're gonna see that Super Bowl winning quarterback in the offense. Nick Foles, anybody? Nick Foles? No?
And it'd be almost wild if Shaquille Leonard, not Darius now, Shaquille Leonard came back for the Colts and just honestly they won that game.
Yeah.
Because anyone who isn't too familiar on the defensive side of the football on the game, I think.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I think Darius Leonard should already have a Defensive Player of the Year trophy.
Really?
He's like, and a lot of people say he should have won it his rookie year too.
Yeah, I know that Colts Diaz. They've been lethal a few times last year. They there was a game that they were pretty optimal in. We always go down rabbit holes sometimes here. Yeah. They're still priced well, 2,200. Yeah. I don't know. Let's stay in the quarterback pool. So Davis Mills hasn't budged here. This is a name that I didn't get this far down yet. Davis Mills? Man, is this our point friendly Cowboys and not Cowboys, but like week 1, Redskin or Washington and Lions? Is this like that game? Could this be a fantasy point game? Chicago's defense isn't that good. Packers they made a few mistakes or had a couple bad snaps, and after we stopped Justin Fields, it was how many catches did Mooney get last night? I think 1 for like 7 yards or something.
Yeah, I still think I want to go with my gut here and chase the highest scoring quarterback of the day. I think maybe Mills could do great. I'm sure he's a great cash quarterback play, but I got a weird feeling someone is smashing.
So I already know what you're doing, and I'll put it right in here.
You think it's going to be Mahomes?
Well, I feel like the direction you were just trying to tell me is Mahomes and Jonathan Taylor, like two guys that are showcasing for MVP each year. We're going to be seeing moving forward. There was a case I actually made a bet on Jonathan Taylor right after he got those 5 touchdowns last year against the Bills. I was like, boom, putting him in. But he didn't get it. But I was thinking, man, he could have been that guy. So running Mahomes and Jonathan Taylor, it makes sense to see it. Like, that's how I see it. The 2 top guys, and then we get we get real creative, right?
I think the only thing only other thing I can suggest is maybe a Josh Allen onslaught too. I mean, Lamar doesn't even have any weapons, and he sort of roasted Miami last week.
Yeah.
And again, maybe I'm underestimating Bateman. I mean, back-to-back weeks of a touchdown, like 50 yards or more.
Well, he is very talented. I think he had a slow start to the season last year. Like he was like out the first 4-6 weeks, and he just never. Maybe this whole off season he worked on whatever he needed to be to prove that he was a first rounder, right?
Either that or second. He was high.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably. I want to do the Mahomes first look tonight.
All right.
We'll see what. But we can keep going through unless you can convince me that Mahomes is not the dude. You already set the mood talking about Jonathan Taylor.
Mahomes. We are in a dome. We are in a dome here in Indy, aren't we?
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's been passing a lot too. There's no reason they can't keep this a close game.
I was trying to look up. I have a receiver in my mind that I want to suggest here. If we do Mahomes, I'm thinking, do we roll with Juju? I know you were like, one of these weeks he's going to pop because he hasn't done it yet. He's got to be a lower owned play than people want to put in their lineup.
Who did the Colts play last week? It was Jaguars.
Jags.
Christian Kirk did good. Who did they play week 1? It was Colts versus.
I could pull all this up, man. I'm kind of just spacing out.
No,
I had an edible like an hour ago, so I'm just chilling.
I was curious how wide receivers have been doing against Stephon Gilmore. I know he's a little older in age now. I was just trying to think about it.
I don't know why the labs isn't working. I'd like to plug in and look at the game caps from the previous years, but they don't have it up yet.
I mean, I don't put too much emphasis on the wide receiver cornerback matchup, but it was just a curiosity of mine.
Yeah.
But Christian Kirk, wide receiver 1 last week, I mean, seemed to do well, so I don't see why Juju couldn't.
I want to plug. So let's rock that. Let's do the Mahomes Taylor. Sorry to be kind of just spacing out with you guys. I've been focusing on not automatically stacking and bringing back all that. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but there's times where he can get like McCole Hardman to have a deep touch. He could have 2 guys that have deep touchdowns, and you're gonna want both those guys in your roster. So you can make a case for a naked Mahomes all the way to 3 receivers for Mahomes. He could throw 420 yards, and each one of the receivers has a 20-point game at minimum. Just saying, man. You can stack him with anybody. Hardman's due.
And outside of Travis Kelce, I mean, his options really ain't that expensive.
Yeah. I would have never suggest doing a naked Mahomes. At least one combination. I know last week it was a different story, man. But the week before that, you could have stacked Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Travis Kelce. So 1 week naked Mahomes works. Another week it's big onslaught with everybody. Hey, Guerrero.
My guy Scott says Saints defense is a good play. They're on the road against. They're on the road against Carolina.
Go with the team playing a weak team that has a decent offensive onslaught. Yo, if you're joining us, Scott, this is our 3rd season doing Breathing Fantasy Football. Literally, just like a live vlog, kind of just setting lineups, hanging out, chilling with you guys. Anybody can do this. So I enjoy doing it. So that's what we're doing here, man. Saints D, let's see what they're at.
Yeah,
3,500.
You got a good point, Scott. I mean, Baker Mayfield is
We haven't even looked at this game yet.
Interception prone. Then again, he's had a bad 2 weeks. I mean, I can't bank on him having a bad week every week. Baker's going to finally get his. Do you know if Marshawn Lattimore got suspended for that brawl?
I don't know. I know Evans is out.
Yes, I know Evans is out, but usually ESPN don't even care about defensive guys anyway. I'm sure he gets suspended, and they won't even mention it.
Marshawn Lattimore suspended?
And I'm sure he's not. He really didn't swing. He really didn't swing anyone.
Yeah, I saw it, man. He was like totally. Well, Evans did, though.
Yeah. So I see why he's suspended. Yeah,
He might not be.
Lattimore must have said something about Brady's wife or something.
Well, before we get to that Packers Bucks game, man, I almost won tickets to the game last night. There was a drawing. There's like 15 of us in the drawing, and one of us was going to win tickets. So I had a 1 in 15 chance to go to the game. But man, it's not good. Yeah, I didn't get called. It would have been awesome, but man, yeah, we'll talk about that game in a second as well, because I feel like Rodgers and Brady, this is the last time they probably play each other unless they see each other in the playoffs. So they may give us a good show here.
At least we know we got a future of Mahomes versus Herbert for a while.
Yeah. Man, you're talking about ceiling guys? If we don't do Mahomes or we do another one, man, you can take a quarterback from – you could take Brady or Rodgers. I think they're in play as well. Because all Brady did was just torch the Packers. So Packers coming off a nice win. Maybe we see a different team. I know the Bucks defense has been lights out so far. I understand that. But I don't know, man.
How do you feel about this Detroit-Minnesota game? You think that could be a little fantasy carnival?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say about the Bears game, the fantasy carnival. That's it. That's the right choice of words.
if you really think about it, I mean, let me look at the night. I mean, Minnesota really can't stop anyone. I mean, I think Green Bay just had that without Lazard week one. They just didn't really have any chemistry on the field offensively much.
No, you're right about that. Our defense came alive, and I think everyone's gonna be. It's gonna be a fun game. I think there may be a couple. You could probably find some pieces on that Packers Bucks game, but I don't know yet where we're at with it. But yeah, this Lions Vikings.
Oh, this has got to
This
be the
is it.
JJ spot, right?
Yeah, bounce back. He actually went up in price. Jeez,
Jeez.
how much is Amon St. Brown? 7,200. Ooh, that's that AJ Brown price tag. Just swap a few letters. We got the same name. Casual players, too chalky. Detroit game. Detroit Vikings is the one I'm on this week. One off and Detroit game, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
So,
sort of there with your King. If you ain't stacked, then I feel like you got one off of it.
oh, I see. One off to just all right. Just find one side and roll with it. I like that. Man, poor guy tonight. I saw him like getting booed. It was sad, man.
Oh yeah, man. And you know what? Even worse, I saw Kirk Cousins throw his way. It was the worst throw ever. Dude had no chance of catching it,
Yeah,
and he got booed some more. I'm like, oh man, what a rough life.
man. Well, I hope he sets himself up for the future a little bit with whatever money he's making. Maybe he has like a few $1,000,000. Set yourself up, man. Make some good investments because I don't think you're going to be an NFL receiver that much longer.
I mean, he got
I
drafted
don't
quite
know.
early. I think he had to do the whole rookie team dinner thing.
Yeah. Man, all these guys are lucky to have these jobs. It's awesome. But yeah, he hasn't lived up to the hype. Definitely seems like he's now going to be a forgotten name. So,
Yeah,
man,
man.
looking at this Jefferson, so maybe a one-off, a Jefferson here. Amoner is due for some regression, right?
I'm gonna say yeah, 100%. I'm gonna say I almost fade him, almost, or at least be under the field
Yeah.
to those
What do
people
you think
who
his
want.
ownership is? His ownership's got to be in the 20s. Everyone wants to ride the hot new thing, and he just tied the record, right? First player or broke the record. First player to have 8 receptions in 8 straight games, something like that.
Yeah, or
Man, this dude is like totally. He came in the league and he kind of motivated his brother. Like a quantum is St. Brown is getting some work out there in Chicago too. He looks like he's going to be the number 2, and I'm excited to see Equanimous get a little. What's his salary? ASP. I don't know, man. Oh, salary 7,200. I thought you meant how much does he get paid? I don't know.
you think we
7,200.
can afford Swift and JJ?
Man, you can't get off this Swift, man.
Oh, I
You're
can't.
just
I can't. I'm reasonable enough to, when the coach says he's going to be limited used, I'll jump train. But look at it. I mean, he dude gets 5 carries and still averages 11 yards.
yeah, you got a point.
I'm telling you, all he needs is 15 carries. I don't need a Nick Chubb 25 carry type day. This dude can do it in 15 and 5 catches.
Yeah, I see him heavily evolved in the receiving game. But yeah, if we plug him in here and if we're rolling this expensive Mahomes Taylor Swift, we gotta go cheap. Like if we're sticking Mahomes, we gotta fire up. I want to look at his receivers. We can do multiple looks, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm just chilling as long as that makes sense, you know.
So Juju's 5,500. MVS, he hasn't popped yet. Like I could see a lineup where MVS and Travis Kelsey are optimal together. Very fair.
He's just. I wish they would have lowered his damn price.
A
Let's
little
see
bit
what
lower, like 41, 4.
Yeah,
But 47 is pretty hidden. You got to really be looking
for
to want to stack them.
oh, for sure.
I skip right because how do the majority of people play GPP? You get expensive 7, 8, 9K. Then who can I find in the 3K range to help bring this thing over the promised land?
And you know, if Darius Leonard comes back, I do feel like Travis Kelsey is gonna just not do shit. That's how
Yeah.
much respect I have for this Leonard guy.
Ooh.
And I'm glad I watched the Miami game week 1. Yeah, I gained all respect for their coach. I mean, Tyreek. You know, I wish I would have done some 2 a week 2, but Tyreek and Waddle were just fine.
Yeah, that was just crazy, man. You know, you want to know what the optimal lineup was? Almost 300 points. Jake was close. He was like, someone's going to get 300 points. I'll tell you what the optimal look was last week before we.
Can I take a guess and say Pollard was a second RB?
You're right.
Was it?
Oh, it's on. All right, here it is right here. Tua scored 43, Chubb 32, Pollard 19, Garrett Wilson 33, Amon St. Brown 42, Tyreek Hill 45, Logan Thomas 12, Jalen Waddle 43, Buccaneers 26, 298.
I just feel like we were so close because we all love, especially in our Discord, we love Chubb. We didn't understand why Chubb was so low owned. We were shocked by it.
He was in my first look. I was on him.
Oh yeah, I mean your first look video last week, me and Jake literally brought up Garrett Wilson, fade Elijah Moore, played Garrett Wilson and Corey Davis. I mean,
Damn,
and then I even said
I must have made a lineup. I don't remember. Maybe I didn't.
I even said Tyreek Hill's in the smash spot. And then my brother for 5 days said, "Oh, I'm playing Logan Thomas in every lineup," and he was damn right.
Yeah, that price. I don't know why. We knew he would. If he's healthy, he's gonna just be that tight end one. So yeah, we weren't on him in best ball. I wish we were on him more. I have him in a few, but yeah, if he's healthy, he's definitely that Jordan Reed of that team.
Oh yeah, or I mean, he runs so many routes per drop back for a tight end. It's as long as he's cheap, it's great.
So if we're sticking with Mahomes here, we gotta go cheap or Juju.
I mean, let's go Juju. I mean, not many people are going to play him. I know people ain't happy about what's been going on with him, even though I think he's been getting the targets. Week 2, he just didn't have the matchup. I mean, defensively, it wasn't a good matchup. He wasn't going to prosper. I saw it 6 days before.
Yeah. How many lineups do you usually do, man? Because if you had all those guys in combinations, did you have a good week? Sounds like a good week to me. We got a question. Who win I give? Akers, Ezekiel, McLaurin for Barkley, Michael Thomas, and Montgomery. Who wins? So you're giving up Akers, Zeke, McLaurin for Barkley, Michael Thomas, and Montgomery. David Montgomery. So you're getting.
Just go ahead and tell him what we have to think about Michael Thomas.
You want to have Michael Thomas? You want to know what you want to you want to know what I think?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
That's what we think about Michael Thomas.
There's the
So
answer.
enjoy the ride while you have it. Those fourth quarter scores, man, it's crazy. That could have been anybody. I don't even know why he's still out there. I think that's actually crazy to know that the team is more likely not going to win, but they still have him out there running routes. They're trying to really bring him back. So that makes me trust Michael Thomas a little bit more now that I think about it. But he's bound to get hurt with all that usage.
Man, I heard really good things about the routes. The routes ran by Chris Olave from week 1 to week 2, and the distance on him, like very like just pretty much running verts really long.
Hey, if any of you guys want to come hang out with us, we have a Discord page. We talk about this stuff as well. There's a few of us just chatting.
Just dropping Garrett Wilson, Nick Chubb type of conversations.
Yeah, we want to see you guys win, man. If I don't win, as long as I know someone that's friendly and they win, that's cool. Let's hang out. But yeah, I like looking at the news when you're talking about the snaps. Dude, Jake Kumaro was out there on the field. I like seeing that.
Yeah, he was out there. I was like, good call for you.
I had an early sweat, but it had to do with
Derrick Henry, yeah.
Popping, yeah. Where was it that I saw Garrett Wilson? I just saw something about Garrett Wilson target share week 1, 13%. Week 2 is 31%. This is why I want to be on Dameon Pierce maybe. Is week 1 only 28%? Now he's 62% snap share. So it looks like they're trying to give him the role. I didn't see any of that game with the Broncos, so I don't know if you saw some takes.
And then that's the same reason I'm talking about Chris Olave, like get him before the Garrett Wilson game happens.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably smart.
Definitely don't wait to see it.
Dude, I want to find some more tweet shift things because I like going on here just reading these Twitter things that they just put on the Discord. It's like, oh, this helps. I don't have to do the research. It comes to us. And it's a free tool, so I like that. Yeah, if any of you guys know of any tweet shift things, feel free to share them. This news thing is pretty cool. It's Underdog Fantasy. I love Underdog. I love their tournaments, but I have not won on Underdog at all. I haven't won anything, but it's fun, and I respect it. I think I'm down, besides best ball, I'm down like 200 on Underdog.
That's why we're underdogs on there.
That's a fucking nice day right there. 7K on I don't know FanDuel, but much love to it. Yeah, that's the only site. I don't know.
yeah, same. No discredit to anyone who plays on it, but just not for me. If it's for you, that's awesome. I love it. I love that for you. But me and FanDuel just don't get along.
I'm okay with FanDuel. I'm a slow dude. It'll take me forever to figure out if I can find an edge on FanDuel. I've been working with DraftKings, so I'm gonna stick with this until I can hatch the egg, and I almost did before. So we're still gonna ride it out. I just know
Yeah,
the tools more on DraftKings. That's the only reason why I stick with DraftKings.
and correct me if I'm wrong, King Reed. Isn't there? Don't you have more money to play with on FanDuel?
You have to have more money. I don't know.
Like more salary money? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, no idea.
Like I think it's like 60K or something.
Maybe. But yeah, you're more welcome to keep hanging out with us on here. We could still talk about players, and maybe you can make a translation to find some some form of correlation with the price that you see here and what it's going for on FanDuel. I think that's a good way to be a judge of knowing some value in some players of where they're priced at as well. So yeah, I appreciate you hanging out, even if you're a FanDuel guy.
Yeah. Thanks, King Reed or King Reed. It is 60K,
Yeah.
which ain't bad. I just like DraftKings gives me a little more of competition to find lower own plays, lower salary players. Which you and me talk. DFS is just a big game to me. So the more competitive a game is, the more I like it.
And I want to see I'm galaxy braining over here. I'm thinking about something. Man, thought I could see a recap. I want to go. I want to look at the Washington game because it said Jahan Dotson was on the field 100% of the time. So is he like the true number two guy there? Did
Oh
he
yeah.
pass? Like
Uh,
Curtis Samuel is just a slot, so it looks like he's that number two guy. He's not coming off the field. So what's
and,
his price? Do they play in this slate? Is Washington in here?
and
Yeah, the
honestly, man,
Eagles.
now that I'm thinking about it, this probably would be the wrong matchup to do it on, of course. But with the success Dotson and Samuel's fighting, maybe that McLaurin finally has his best quarterback, and it could be the time to play him before he explodes. Maybe not this week, but it's around that time.
Oh, playing McLaurin.
Yeah, I can see like maybe McLaurin's future, maybe like week 7. He could be, man, maybe like $7,500 or something. I mean,
Yeah, I
with
want to get on this game. This is a game I want to get on. Washington's. You get revenge game. Carson Wentz. Oh, ho,
ooh
ho, ho,
yeah,
ho.
ooh revenge
And
narrative.
he's coming off a high. Carson Wentz is on a. He's
Mhm.
playing well. He's overall playing pretty well, at least fantasy wise. I'm
That's what
sure
I'm
he's
saying.
making mistakes.
He's playing well. He's showing receivers can do good off of him. I mean, what Curtis Samuel 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks, and Dotson has what 2 to 3 as well. I mean, the week Terry McLaurin gets 2 touchdowns, I mean, it might be a serious thing.
Dude, I think we got to be on Carson Wentz, man. I don't know. I'm playing all these guys that I got these hunches on. I may just not show it in this look. I like doing the look like this. This is a lot of fun because I know my strengths and weaknesses. You guys know your fantasy stuff a lot better than I do. I'm out here trying to just hang out. Philly defense looked good tonight, but maybe they're gonna but they didn't look good against the Lions,
Primetime
right?
Cousins also looked like he couldn't throw better than Uncle Rico tonight. I don't know what it is about a televised game. That dude, like, some of his throws, I was like, how did JJ even do good last week?
Maybe his body, maybe he don't train and play that often at night. Like, does any of his workouts consist of evening workouts? Like, is his body up and running? Does he train? Because they train to play in the afternoon. Maybe he's just not a night guy. He did do good against the Packers. I get it, but overall, maybe I'm reaching for the stars with this one. Like you're saying something about the big time spotlight. Just being an NFL quarterback's a big time spotlight. I think it has something to do with the time of day. He's not a night quarterback. He was like 0 for 9 Monday night, right? Until he finally got a win.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So going back, where do you want to go back? I got sidetracked.
No, you're good. You're good.
I wanted to get on Jahan Dotson, like 4,600 if we play Carson Wentz and Dotson, or McLaurin.
I think with the average remaining salary per player here, we might just want to go ahead, maybe tackle a cheap tight end, and get a better baseline of what our average remaining per player is.
Sure, we're at 4,200 right now. It looks like we're gonna probably have to get like a 3K receiver, and
We can probably downgrade our defense too.
Yeah.
With the salary we spent, we probably should.
Oh, let me get off this game. I'll get on the whole field. So Kelsey's top of the board at 7,900. Oh yeah, that's so high, man. I can't touch Kelsey this week.
Man, we gotta have a conversation about Kyle Pitts. God.
Is he in this slate? Oh, Seattle. That's right. King Reed wanted to talk about Atlanta, Seattle. I forgot. Sorry, man.
If he throws up another dud, I might just go punch this guy in the face.
This is the game for him to blow up.
It's like one of us is going to have to. Someone's going to have to do it.
All right, let's say we put him in. It's the first look. Just want to see. You know I'm high on Kyle Pitts. I drafted him in the first round. I just feel like the future is him. I was watching some tape. I watched a little tape on how explosive he is. And the speed for his size.
Okay, let's go ahead and just downgrade this defense and try to help him. Try to help him.
Sure, man.
You see any
defenses that catch the eye? Would it be crazy? Like I was on Patriots D the past. Maybe Belichick is like, I'm gonna be the guy that breaks Mr. Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna. I mean, I can see. Just saying, man. He has struggled. Lamar Jackson is off to a fast start, but being contrarian, a cheap defense, Patriots D could get like a fumble, some type of defensive score here with some sacks, especially since he likes to do his running. Maybe do you know Belichick's history with mobile quarterbacks?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Lamar was beating us. To be honest with you,
Really?
When Brady was even there.
I have no idea, man. I'm just saying things sometimes.
He was. I think I remember the post game when the Ravens beat us and Lamar still had, came up and said you're the GOAT and all that to him.
Yeah. Chiefs D. Let's see. All right, man. I tried to sell Patriots D, so respectfully, yeah, you're probably right.
Let me throw some names. Falcons against Seattle could be juicy. Raiders against Tennessee.
I see what you say. I'm a big homer. My weakness in this stream is to say, yeah, Bucks defense is good. I'm just a regular dude, man. So I don't want to play Bucks deep, but of course they are good. They have like they've rocked Rodgers the past 3 games. I mean, I could try and break from my homer stance, and yeah, Buccaneers D is not a bad play. But man, is it easy to read when Rodgers is going to do good and to read when he's going to do bad? Are we able to read Rodgers now? Is like we know this is a bad game, but when he plays the Jets, he gets a good game. It's like, is this the new Aaron Rodgers? I think we've seen it over the past couple of years. And those our rookies have not got off to a fast start, man. There's a couple nice plays. Dobbs had a nice screen, but it was like we had a big lead already. It just wasn't in a moment where we needed that to really be significant.
Do you feel like they should probably almost stop? I want to say stop just using Sammy Watkins and just get these rookies more on the field because they look explosive. I mean, I just feel like sort of need them out there more, or just targeting them more.
Man, I gotta say though, AJ Dillon, he's a really good running back. He's going to be a force whenever he is unleashed. Definitely a first round, depending on the direction that Rodgers goes. I'm not sure, but with a good quarterback, he's like the next Derrick Henry. It takes a lot to get him down. And he's 6K for backup. He's in that. I bet he's still cheaper than Madison. What's Madison? 5,700. Oh, he's 300 more than, and that's probably flip flopped on FanDuel. I bet they're probably very similar price.
Yeah, I had the same feeling as you, King. Falcons don't sound too bad against Seattle.
Randall Cobb. I can't. If Cobb was going to do it, he would have did it against the Bears. This is what we're going to see in Cobb. You add a touchdown here, it's still not worth it. I don't need 4 catches, 50 yards, and a touchdown.
Cobb, he needs a smaller slate, a 2-game classic, a showdown.
Yeah, he's no longer a high ceiling guy. It would have to be a pure busted play for him to. Yeah, I'm not on it. What did Torrey do?
I don't even know if a busted play will do it. I think a 50-yard play. I mean, I think they might catch up to Cobb.
Yeah.
And still tackle him before he scores.
Now you got me thinking, man. He's going to get another chance. He's going to go out there.
You're seeing that explosiveness. I'm telling you, like a one-play wonder type kid.
3,600. Is this where we're on? I really want to be on this game. That's the thing. I feel like there's going to be some Rodgers.
I mean, dude, Tampa Bay's corners ain't good. I mean, let's not just over exaggerate last week. I mean, Kamara was out. Michael Thomas is still Michael Thomas, and I mean, Winston had 4 fractures on his back.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 4 fractures on his back with Mark Ingram covering his ass. I mean, good luck to you.
Yeah, they definitely overpowered
against our front seven. Oh yeah.
But man, I want it like us. Like if you're not on like the Packers or the Bucks game, couldn't this like be like same vibe feelings like with Tua, like a guy that we didn't really want to even think about last week?
I don't want to relate it to that game because that game just went like a little bit excessive. I don't see that game reaching that.
But how did he come back, man? I can't believe that he was able to come back from 28 points or 21. What a big comeback.
Because you had like what 3 players on the Dolphins that were optimal and like on the two on the Ravens side. I mean, I feel like
Oh
this
yeah.
game it might just be one from each team, and it might not be 3 from each team like that game was.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
So I
So
mean, that
if
means
we did do
I'm at least on it a little bit.
well, I want to get on it. I want to get on Watson then because we need a cheap piece. So I want to
But
plug Watson in here until we can find maybe if you can convince me that there's another cheap play in here, I would love to see it and possibly consider it.
yeah, if we're going to attack Tampa, we got to attack the cornerbacks. You want to attack the pass game or through the pass game.
Yeah. So what's our bring back? How can we make a bring back? Leonard Fournette? Ooh. Oh
Oh,
man, we can't get. Can we get Leonard Fournette in this?
I wouldn't
I don't
prioritize
think.
a bring back here too
No.
much.
All right.
I don't know.
Well, you made a good call, man. Totally. I mean, there was a couple good passes I saw to Hill, but there was a few where Hill is like slowing down.
Yeah, we should have been on it. I mean, I think I went on like a 5-minute rant about that coach to start our first look stream last week.
Yeah, I can't believe we weren't on it. He's definitely got that team fired up. When a team has that type of confidence as a team, everybody's in good moods. I think the Dolphins are they may get shut down against the Bills. It does happen, but right now it's hard to see them getting shut down. I can see why everybody wants to be on it. Those are some pretty big wins to come back, but maybe they cool off, man. For now, I want to be not on that game. I just want to. I'm on the Bills train. The Bills train is for real. This is one of those. You know those shows they do when a team's 2-0. Who's the contender and who's the pretender? And it's 100% the Dolphins are the pretender. I think still. If I was doing a show. So yeah, two guys here, both 2-0, right? Bills and the Dolphins. You're gonna see if defense come out.
So if we took like a 3,000 defense, we'd have 4,500 left for the wide receiver and flex.
All right, before I go Bills D, they did just lose. We lost Micah Hyde. I don't know if he's going to be back. So Micah Hyde may be out next week. And they lost one of the guys was seriously injured. Did you see that? A stretcher ambulance had to come and take him off the field. I hope he has a good recovery.
Which player was it?
I had to look it up. It was the defense. So the Bills lost 2 defensive guys. So I can see why people might want to be on this Dolphins game.
Yeah, I mean, that was Bill's defense stopping Miami was one of the reasons why I said in the beginning possibly not to play it. So if they're down a couple guys,
Dane Jackson, cornerback. I don't know if he's a starter or what his role is on the team.
because this game, let me tell you what this game has like vibes of. This game has vibes of like, and I know it's going to be so chalky, but it almost has the vibe of like the Saints Rams back in the day, or
Which game are you talking about?
or like Rams Chiefs. This Buffalo Miami game.
Yeah.
Like it's like I know it's going to be chalk too and everything.
But these guys could also remember when the Bills played the Jaguars last year and they struggled. We kind of saw the Bills struggle a little bit tonight. Like the announcers even said it. They're like, they're going too fast, man. They need to. They know that they're really good, but there is going to be some games where they don't do anything. And that was last year against the Jags. So a rival. I wonder how Allen has done against the Dolphins.
And what is it? Just watching Tyreek last week. What is it where this dude can just like? It's like he just has like a try hard mode. It's like we're down 14 points. It's like the second we're down 14 points or 21 points, he can get like a 50-yard touchdown. Can't do it when it's tied. He can't do it while they're up 7.
Yeah. So historically, Josh Allen has scored 29 points, 17, 20. That's last year when he played him. And then 33. So he hasn't had a ceiling game. I think this is due for I want to fade this game. That's my bold stand. I want to fade this game.
I want to fade it. I think it's gonna hit us in the face.
Yeah. I'm not a good player, man. So sometimes I make some good calls, sometimes I don't. But Tua, man. I don't know. I can't see Tua continuing. This is going to be a defensive. There's going to be so much heart because whoever wins this game is going to control the division, at least for now.
I think you're definitely chasing a Josh Allen 40-point. I would play Josh over Tua and let's let that bandwagon crash. I'm thinking Josh Allen gets one of those rushing touchdown days, 40 points.
Man, you want to be on this Bills, huh?
Yeah. I can't stop looking at it. Like I'm trying to look at other plays. I keep seeing this like in the top right corner. It's like it's almost highlighted.
Well, you know what? Maybe we'll get 2 lineups going.
It's got that like maybe it's that thing like we just disagree on like JJ in week 1.
Yeah, you're right. We did. Yeah, I was against him, and you were kind of on him. So, who's gonna be right this week? I mean, obviously, I want to be on the Bills. I just feel like the defense. But then again, with their injuries, it looks like they may be out 2 cornerbacks. I don't know how big of a role Dane Jackson is not playing next week. He was carted off with possible neck injury. Yeah, Miami defense. I wonder how much Miami defense is. I know Cha-Cha don't want to hear that. 2,200. 2,200 D. Everybody loves the cheap D.
I actually like that play. I'll be honest with you. I would put it on your Mahomes lineup.
You got a good point. Let's do it.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's how I would construct my lineups. Like I would be playing this game, and then when I'm not, I would probably be playing this Dolphins D.
You want to know my projection, my prediction? I'm gonna give you a bold take. The Bills beat the Dolphins 16-13. Like that's gonna be the game. It's gonna be Dolphins are still optimal because they get some sacks and things. I like it, man. But I know you're on Josh Allen crushing. Maybe a defensive score.
I even tried giving a few friends a friendly bet saying the Miami Dolphins were going to beat the Ravens. Yeah, I had some upset people at halftime.
Yeah.
And some very happy people at the fourth quarter.
So how do you want to end this last one? a couple games we haven't talked about. We'll do another one if you want. We didn't talk about the Chargers Jags. How much is Chargers defense? Because I know a lot of people are going to flock to them. Oh, look, 2,300. Oh, Herbert's injured. Nah, man, Herbert is Did they find that dog in him? I don't know.
Man,
That was so funny.
I just want to say because congrats to us because I was actually scared it was going to backfire. Just thinking more and more about it, about Travis Etienne. It looks like he is a clear number 2. Not even going to be that.
Really?
I mean, oh yeah, it looks like James Robinson is.
He deserves
Oh yeah.
He did nothing wrong. He's helped that franchise sell some tickets in the games.
I mean, if he's healthy and playing like he didn't tear his Achilles, he might as well be out there.
Yeah, but you can't play him this week.
No.
Yeah, that defense is going to come alive to support Herbert.
Let's just go to all here with the money. Maybe not try to single out a game or nothing, and just maybe go around the flex in the 5,000 range.
Sure.
What we got here?
You want to go back to Garrett Wilson? Maybe get a piece from that game?
Up to 5,400? I don't know.
Yeah, he went up pretty high. Is
that Darnell Mooney below him?
Yeah.
Really?
How did the I know you don't like the Broncos coaching plays, but how did they look against Houston? Man, he's been horrible to start the year. Holy shit. We faded him mostly.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Denver's that's something else, man. I haven't seen nothing like it. I've never said a coach needs fired before week 2 finished up.
Yeah.
That dude needs out of there, man.
What if we go with I'm on Dotson, man. I really want that play. Or a piece from that game.
Ooh,
I know that would give us a run back with Swift. No, wait, no. It would give us a run. Do we have anybody? No, we don't. Sorry.
Man, if Connor misses any time, are we playing? I mean, I was liking how Eno was catching last week. He was being used as a shifty back.
Yeah. So the Broncos won though last week, right?
Yeah.
You think he'll be back, man, James Conner? I'm just bouncing around here. Sorry.
Oh, there you go, bud.
Yeah, he may not. I don't know how his injury looked. I know you guys were talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it live or nothing.
Yeah. I was going to search it. I don't need to see it. I guess we could just monitor it. Maybe it's not smart to put it as a first take. Is he ready? Or could this just be a time, like a split? If Connor misses, I would think that these guys may just split the workload.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I definitely like him as the PPR guy, though.
You got a good point. So I see what you're saying here. You may want to build a 3 running back build here. Then we get 4,700. Ooh, we can get that play, that hidden gem at receiver. Remember I talked about it earlier? MVS or Russell Gage. Could get Russell Gage here. Ooh, Russell Gage. Think about that, man. With with Mike Evans out, Brady. So we're gonna flock to Perriman. So Perriman's probably gonna line up on the outside. So yeah, Russell Gage will be underneath. And then everybody, Brady eats up. Brady may look for. I think this is the Russell Gage game, man.
You
I
think
want to
so?
be on this. Yeah, he's got to. Now he's gonna. Julio's banged up. Mike Evans can't play. Chris Godwin's still not back. This guy's 4,700. You got to be. I mean, I'm on him now. We were on him last week, and he got some work.
Oh yeah. My only concern would be, but if you think he's gonna play inside and won't see much of the opposing defense's attention in terms of being prioritized and stuff.
Well, I think Leonard Fournette's gonna gash us. David Montgomery ran 100 yards on us. They were still running the ball down 2 scores. Our run defense is not that great. It hasn't been. We've never fixed that problem. We almost fixed it when we had Zadarius Smith, but he only lasted a year, 2 years healthy. So, man, I see that Leonard Fournette could get some work, and then Russell Gage is that play action, that other underneath route. I like it for this first look, man. But you want to look at another one? Or do you want to what do you think? You want me to roll with the last piece, or you want to look at another play instead of Russell Gage?
Were you wanting to put Darrow in there or
I like the Darrow play.
That's fine. I'll just making sure you didn't misclick.
No, it's a unique. It's a crazy. It's one to monitor. If James Conner misses, or is like a game time decision,
Yeah.
I think this is a good play still. He's got that PPR breakout. Another division game. The Cardinals, I think this will be one where they put it. Didn't the Cardinals get a win?
Yeah. Crazy one actually.
Yeah, I didn't see any of the game. Yeah, nobody's putting Darrell Williams in their flex. So that's crazy. Nobody's doing that. If you're doing that, this is the one-off game where Cooper Kupp goes on the road. The Cardinals they try and do everything they can to stop him. So maybe they stop him to like 18 points. So how much is Kupp? 9,900? Yeah, I can't touch him at all, man. Unless I do some crazy builds here.
And I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm just going to make it known. DeAndre Swift has more fantasy points per game than Jonathan Taylor.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Well, Taylor has 18.9. Swift's got 23.1.
Yeah, he still had a decent game for not getting that much touches out of the backfield and only catching 2 balls. I didn't see his touchdown. Or maybe I did.
I did read the play-by-play when he got the 50-yard touchdown, meaning what? He only got 4 carries for 6 yards on the other one, on the other 4 carries.
Yeah. You like the Brait play? I mean, I don't disagree with you. How much is Brait? 3,600. That's pretty fair. How involved is he? Great matches, meager catch total one. The veteran was on 57% of the snaps. Kyle Rudolph was inactive. I remember that. Oh man, he's probably not a horrible. He's not a bad play, but for this lineup, the way I see it, I'm rocking Gage if we're moving forward. It's definitely very unique. It's got some chalk in there, and it's got Watson who may get another opportunity of that deep throw, that 50-yard touchdown pass. Rodgers, he'll give him another one, another chance.
And man, I'm gonna say it this for this week. If Kyle Pitts don't do anything, I'm off the train, or I'm off the DFS train.
Yeah,
Like I'll just wait till he goes off. I'll just wait to see it.
yeah. It looks like I don't even know if Mariota's history. I thought we hashed that out that he threw to Delaney Walker, right?
Or maybe if he gets benched and Ritter comes in, or they fire the coach, I might revisit the idea. But
Oh, I see.
if he don't do it against Seattle, I think I might be just on a pause until this guy finally breaks.
Cool, man. Well, I like this look. I'm all down with doing more. You want to do another look?
Oh yeah.
So after going through those names, what do you think is the next direction of I know there's a quarterback that you wanted to possibly play. I know you want to be on Josh Allen. You want to try and do a Josh Allen build?
Let's start it out. Do you think Gabe Davis is going to play next week?
I don't know, man. I don't know how severe his injury was. It said non-contact. Yeah, if he's active, he's definitely in play. And he'll be low. He won't be – maybe some people may be scared to play him off the injury. I don't know. I'm sure I'm not the only group of people that's thinking that this could be a low-scoring, just defensive game. So I think it can go both ways. Because you don't believe Diggs is going to eat again. Like, that was just ridiculous tonight.
No, you're right. If Diggs had another 30-point day, that'd be a ridiculous start to the season. That'd be crazy.
This is what we thought it was going to be last year. I was so high on Diggs last year because this is what I wanted. I wanted this kind of start. And we did draft Diggs. I think I have him at 8%. But I do have him.
I just hope this kind of start doesn't mean, or isn't like bad juju for a bad finish.
Yeah.
At least in terms of like best ball and those best ball playoff weeks.
Yeah, like the guys because I'm heavy in Gabe Davis and McKenzie. Those are my dudes, my top 3 guys. Just the stand I took. I thought Diggs was the fade. Maybe in the playoffs, Diggs is the fade. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
Just a direction we took because there's so many other things. Like, did you want to fire up another first rounder on Diggs when these guys look like they're going to have a bigger role? You can't get with this game. Yeah. I'm not on this game at all. This is all cha-cha. Whatever you want, from this Bills, I'm not on this game. That's still my stand, but I love you to death, and I respect to have you help have this make sense.
Trust me, King Reed, I got you. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not on this game.
We're gonna. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think who to pair him with, or if I even need to pair him. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, he didn't do no running tonight, so maybe he's saving the wheels for Miami.
And I'm pretty sure didn't the starters get benched before the fourth quarter even started?
Yeah,
So I mean, a lot of people will pull that it's a short week narrative bullshit, but to me, they only played 75% of the game, or not even 75% of the game anyway.
so to let you know, Josh Allen has scored a rushing touchdown 4 times against the Dolphins. Once last year, the last game, he had eight attempts for 55 yards at home. And then I remember, the Dolphins shut out the Bills shut out the Dolphins last year, 35-0. I remember that.
Okay,
That was a big defense.
call me crazy. We're doing a naked Josh Allen. That's how it's going to start at least.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I'm gonna get a rushing touchdown to him, and maybe if one of his receivers matches with my salary later on, I'll revisit the idea. But let's go naked Josh Allen and let's run it back. Well, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, I like that. You want to know why? Because the Bills lost 2 guys tonight. Micah Hyde may not play, and the other cornerback who might have been depth, he's not playing next week. So yeah, let's see. Waddle's at 6,800 and Hill is 76. All right, so where are we going from here?
Oh, you already know what running back I want.
All right, we'll go back to Swift, and maybe you'll make a different approach with Jonathan Taylor.
We're going to go a cheap
I
running
feel
back.
like Fournette's in play too, man.
Yeah, you're right. Throw in Fournette. You have a good point.
I'm trying to break from my
No, you have a great point.
my Packers homer vibes because our defense is pretty good, but I still think Fournette, he could easily have like 9-10 catches.
I mean, I think I got 2 running backs with 40.7. I really do.
And he hasn't had a touchdown yet. Yeah, you run him naked too? Yeah, man.
We're going. Okay, let's go to defense. Let's go. Let me get a better baseline on my average remaining. I'm going to have to go cheap. Bottom of the list type of defense.
Oh, you want to look at the very, very low? Oh, King Reed wants us to play Cordell Patterson, man. He's really on him. I guess we can try and find, if it's not Kyle Pitts, is it Cordell Patterson?
Depending on the salary, I don't know if he'll fit this lineup, but we'll see.
5,800. Not too bad.
I'm trying to think of what quarterback will give me a turnover here in this defense split.
Oh, defense. All right. Lions are the cheapest against the Vikings. Dolphins, we already know that, so we can't go there. I mean, we could. But Jaguars, could the ribs of Justin Herbert set in for this week, and now he lays an egg? Like, the Jaguars are off on a big – they're still going to come out here, and Herbert is banged up, man. He just finished that game on, like, adrenaline rush on a high. But I
What's
think as
crazy?
the week sets in, go ahead.
What's crazy is I like that idea, but I almost feel like it's just one of those like riding the highs from last week.
But the only reason I'd play it is because Herbert's banged up.
Yeah.
I think the Chargers could win this game like 17-10, or something like that, 20-10, and it wasn't that great. But Jaguars have some sacks. Maybe they get us 10, 11, 12 points. But you're talking cheap defense. That's where my head would be.
Yeah. No, you're right.
You got Jets. If you think
Yep.
yeah, Chargers, I feel like are going to get flat. We got some similar vibes going on there. That's how I'm feeling, man.
All right, let's throw in Jags D.
No, yeah, all right. I talked him into it.
Yeah, I don't see anyone that really stands out too much.
Yeah.
4-7 left, man. I say we punt tight end too. Maybe punt
Okay,
tight end.
let's do it.
Let's punt tight end and let's just jack up the board. Who would make sense here?
Dawson. I mean, I know I have to, even though we're doing a naked Josh Allen, I have to mention Dawson Knox just to see what's going on. He hasn't been like red zone targeted at all. Like even if he gets a touchdown, he's definitely.
No, I like it because I do want to fade Stephon Diggs this week.
I think everyone's about to get on him, even though he hasn't popped like Dotson.
Matt, unfortunately,
what is Drake London? 5,800. We like those 5,800 guys.
I played too many pits last week, but like I think every lineup I didn't have pits. I also wanted just to throw Drake London in.
And I think the Falcons know that they got to get Pitts involved if they want to not lose their jobs. Wouldn't that be a big thing? Like, you want to know why we're firing you this year, Coach? Because you didn't get Pitts involved at all. You couldn't script better plays for Mariota to find him. Something like that. I don't know.
I want to go with the trend I was talking about earlier. And I want to play the guy in the second on the target share list for the Cardinals against the Rams.
Oh, then that's the guy I like, Greg Dortch, right?
Unless, I don't think, would Rondell be back this week?
Oh, I ain't touching Rondell, man. This dude is hot. This guy is who they like. Kyler Murray is finding a bond in this young dude. I went back and saw that highlight, man. He's definitely – this is that guy that you're talking about. It's not A.J. Green. It's not Hollywood Brown. You don't think he's for real?
Oh, no, he definitely could be.
Man, I could pull some highlights.
Because I definitely don't think Hollywood Brown is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if Rondo's out, he's got a clear nod, especially the way he's been playing too. And it would really help our salary out. And if he continues the trend, he should have 25 points.
want to see the touchdown. Oh, that was just a slant play. That wasn't that crazy.
You see my phone anywhere?
Oh, no, it wasn't a slant. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Sorry. That was a nice play. He definitely looked for him. You want to be on this Dorsch play, man?
Yeah, let's plug him in.
Dang, King Reed's on some London here, man. I love all the takes. Every take, mostly. Unless it's a Michael Thomas or a Mike Davis take. Then you got me lost. I can tell, man, you're getting a little tired on me. I've been keeping you up. I wish I could get you paid for being on here with me, man.
Nah, bro, you're good. I ain't tired.
Yeah. So where do you want to go here? You want to look at your tight end if we're rocking Greg Dortch?
Yeah, and then tight end. I mean, you had a point about Dawson.
About who?
About Dawson Knox too.
He's due, man. It's just if you're on this Josh Allen, like, man, I want to. We got to stick with the naked, but when I do another Josh Allen build, it's probably going to have at least one of his skilled guys. So that you want to look back at cheap tight end because we could still get a couple nice plays in the 5K range if we look at a cheap tight end. How much is Logan Thomas? He hasn't even budged. 3,500. Do we go back to him, man? Heavily. You like this game? You think this could possibly be some fantasy haven points? He's going to be counted on. I'm on the Carson Wentz game at least for one more week. At least to get his former team because maybe Carson Wentz found his team. It wasn't the Colts.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Philly's weakness in the defensive side of the ball is sort of against the tight end.
Yeah, 3,500. That's a nice play here, man. You can really get some solid WR1s and even in a nice PPR running back. Like we could maybe do a Cordell Patterson or like a Drake London. So if we plugged in Logan Thomas, you get 5,600 average. You can look at. I know you like to look at your flex. Do we still Do we still get a piece of that Kansas City game? There's got to be someone optimal in that game. Like, do we still take a piece at Juju, but just not have Mahomes? Since we're still going that high price, like let's say Mahomes still has a good game, but you're playing Allen, so you're expecting Allen to have a bigger game. They're basically the same price. Oh, I think I lost Cha-Cha there. Oh, man. Yo, what's up, Jake? Jake from State Farm. No, what's up, big dog? Good calls on the Jets. You were right on, man. I wish you would have took it down. You needed who was your running back again? Did you have Damian Harris? But yeah, I know you needed a little bit different direction. But that was sweet. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired now. We're definitely hashing out some takes. I love everybody's input so far. Thanks for hanging out. This is really why I got into doing the YouTube channel, was to connect with people, talk DFS. Nobody has a show where they're just vlogging
That's my bad,
DFS.
brother. I just gotta use the restroom real quick.
I love it. Oh, you're good, man. I was just going off on a rant. Like maybe we go back to Juju. Can you find like a one-off still in this game? Like if I was trying to say, if Mahomes still has a good game, you're rocking Allen for the same price. So I still don't mind a piece from this game. Oh, what's up,
Can you hear me
man?
now?
Yeah, you're good, bud.
I just lost volume on you for a second.
All good. I was just making a point for possibly playing Juju. That was all. Do you want to stay with Logan Thomas? Did we get on that Jets game that Jake's on? Nah, Jake, I'm with you, man. I was already telling Cha Cha that I want to fire up Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
His snap share increased a lot. He's 5K, man. This dude could come out. The Bears defense is – Aaron Jones just had 2 touchdowns. A.J. Dillon looked good. Their defense – this would be a defense that he can exploit. So it looks like he's gonna get the workload. We got to fire him up, man. Lovie Smith wants to see right now if he is ready. And I think he's going to get his big workload game here. That's just me. And it's still not a bad play. You have 2 higher price running backs, so having a 5K Pierce in the flex is not a bad look, honestly, if you went 2 expensive running backs.
Yeah, it still leaves you like 6,200 to spend at your third wide receiver.
Yeah. Let's see what you can get. A good receiver here. You can get Kirk, Higgins. Ooh, Higgins hasn't popped yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. That'd be contrarian.
Well, he did pop. Sorry, I didn't see this game. So he had a pretty good game against Dallas.
He got it like fourth quarter.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
No idea. Yeah, it was my birthday that day, man. I didn't really watch much football except at the evening. So I'm just catching up, man. Burkhead didn't see the field at all. Who else was behind Houston? Who else was behind Pierce? Did he? Because it said he only had 62% of the running back share. Was it was it Ogunbowale? No, he hasn't played yet either. So who else saw the field? This guy, Hairston? I don't know.
Yeah, look at that Hairston. Look at that hair.
Never heard of him.
Literally, Hairston.
I'm very confused because that note that I read on our Discord page, it said that he had snap share 60. Oh, so he wasn't out there on the field that much. But it seems like he was the only running back out there last week. Can you tell me who else was the other running back? I can't find it. I'm just trying to make a case for Pierce.
They dropped. No, Philip Lindsay was on there last year, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I'm very confused. I don't know
Oh, dude, I bet it was Freeman.
No, it said he's not even there. I was just wondering. So the only time that Houston had a running back on the field, it was when Pierce was out there. I don't know. I'm very confused. I don't know who the other running back that played. All right, I'm putting way too much energy into this. Sorry, but I do like Pierce. You wanna still roll with him?
Yeah, we can roll with it. If you want, we could also we could upgrade Logan Thomas to like Kyle Pitts if you want that like wide receiver vibe in your tight end position.
Yeah, I want to be on Pitts when he pops because he will pop 33 points. And I want that at this price. He's under 5K. We may never see him at 4,800 again.
Mm-hmm.
He really should be in the 6K range once he gets the right quarterback play. So upgrading him allows us to get that sneaky 4K receiver. KJ Osborne at the top, Davis, Burks, Landry. I know you like Landry. Josh Palmer could. Yeah, I can't be on Palmer this week. I don't know. Or could we? Maybe that's one to monitor with Keenan Allen still.
Yeah, you're right there. But we're playing Jaguars defense. I would say no.
Yeah, you're right. Not for this lineup. That's a little too low, I think. I guess you could go Olave because if you want to play Landry at the same price, which is 4,800, you could just do Olave and just keep the same build. They're about the same price. It's definitely a contrarian play. Man, he was a lot of that garbage time. I know he had. I saw the fumble. He had the ball ripped right out of his or punched.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, not really. I mean, the game was pretty close till pretty much the end.
Yeah, he looks like a slam dunk play. His target share went up to 32%. Whatever. Yeah, that's pretty good. So he's more involved. I think Winston likes him. Hey, thanks for hanging out, man. You're always welcome back. Have a good night.
Yeah, peace, King.
2 McDoubles, medium fry, and some ice cream. I don't know, man.
At least gonna McFlurry.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Who should I trade Joe Mixon for? So you have Joe Mixon, and you're trading him. I mean, you got a high draft pick there, man. I mean, you could, gosh, I don't even know. There's a couple guys on the low. I mean, I don't like Najee. He's on the low. Javante's on the low. I mean, but you're not interested in trading for that. Otherwise, you would have just drafted Javante. No,
Very, very good points.
I'm just going to stop you right there, Bob Burger. Don't trade Pierce. Don't trade a rookie. Especially Melvin Gordon. This is not even Javante's. It's not even a 60-40 split. It's like a It's like a 68-32 split. Like Melvin's not on the
Yeah,
field
don't
as much.
trade Pierce.
Melvin's not on the field as much as people thought he'd be.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I love Pierce. I was high on him. We were all kind of high on him. And it looks like Lovie Smith is pretty high on him. I guess I still can't figure out who else he split snaps with last week. I must have to look up the box score to see. Man, a new episode of Rick and Morty dropped. I'm excited to go watch that tomorrow. You're sharing your teams. Okay, man. I have such a weak flex spot. My team. I feel like I should trade for a better flex or running back. I don't know. I'd stick with Mixon, man. Don't get. He's a great. He's not injured. He's still a great play. He's gonna smash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with EJ on this one. Be patient with Mixon. Something's going on with the Bengals right now, but once the scoreboard gets back to what it was last year, the touchdowns will be back for Mixon.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody was behind Pierce. It was just Pierce. Who's Driscoll?
He
Fullback?
I think he's like a tight end, but he's a
Quarterback.
Yeah, he played quarterback in the preseason. Because I remember I actually played. It was the one preseason game I played because he was listed. He's a tight end. He was listed as a tight end, but he was playing quarterback. So I'm like, well, I'm making some DraftKings lineups today.
That's crazy. So what do we get out of this? Pierce is the starting running back moving forward.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I don't.
And he didn't pop. If Pierce would have had 2 touchdowns, this dude would. If he would have scored a touchdown against the Broncos, everything would have went up. Like I don't think people are going to be on Pierce.
EJ, we did a lot of drafts together, and there was a lot of decisions with usually between Algier and Pierce because their ADP is so close early in the summer.
Yeah.
And I'm still going to go to what I said, and Pierce doesn't wow me with his film. I mean, I'm sure he's going to get a bunch of volume. He's going to smash some DFS weeks. But a lot of people have some hope, like he's just going to be some crazy type of talent, and I'm still not there.
I hear you. That's a good take. So you want to pull him out of this lineup?
Oh, no, like I said, like DFS-wise, every dog has his day. But a lot of
I'm with you.
guys, like all it took was 4 attempts in the preseason where he averaged 6 yards per carry. And people are just ready to say the next AP, the next CMAC, just anything, just the next guy. Just
Yeah. I'm with you. Man, you wanna call it a night, man? I'm pretty beat. we definitely talked most of the day. Those are both 2 nice looks.
for sure.
I just locked it in. Let me go back to who I picked. Sorry, I'm kind of just fading in and out. I know I plugged someone in the receiver spot. Trying to go back and see here. I should review the team with you before we end it.
Oh yeah, we went Olave.
Oh yeah, Lave. See, I like that look. Maybe Mayfield makes some mistakes and the Saints start the ball off on the Panthers side of the field a few more times than expected, like 2 or 3 times. So Olave could catch a nice touchdown deep pass.
And I do think these 3 running backs are going to be some of my favorites this week. I mean, with Mike Evans suspended, and just the fact a lot of running backs have been tearing up Green Bay. Fournette could be in a good, not only a good spot to smash on some rushing yards, but increase PPR role.
Oh yeah. So if Fournette has a good game, that might mean that the Packers did not. So Buccaneers D at 3,100, you can't get them in this build. So that's good with the Jags D. If we were fading, like if Rodgers had another bad game where the Christian Watson doesn't happen,
Mm-hmm.
and neither does some of the other night plays. I don't know. But yeah, we went Kyle Pitts in both of them. So I totally respect you for wanting to be on him one last time
Mm-hmm.
until you're like, I'm fading.
Yeah, he's gonna get this week, and then I'm not gonna hate the guy, but I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I'm just gonna be a spectator at that point.
So no Amonra St. Brown. No, we're skipping out on the top 3, 4. So Waddle's, yeah, we're missing out on the top 10 receivers. So we're saying we're fading the top 10. That's a bold take.
It's a
If you
bold
look
take.
at it, you want to fade Cup, Jefferson, Devontae, he's going against the Titans. They just got smoked by Diggs. You think Devontae's not going to go in there and smoke them?
And man, I
And
hate to
the,
say it. I hate to say it because I said it week 1, but I think Jettas could just want to smash the Lions for some reason.
who does?
I feel like Justin Jefferson might just smash the Lions.
He
I
did
mean,
just have an off game.
and that's just a juicy cornerback matchup.
Well, shit, you want to do one more, man? We did so much work here. We can't unfuck this lineup anymore.
Yeah.
Or do you want it? Let's call it a night, man. You deserve some sleep, and let's look at it maybe Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah. Either way, go to me, man. If you want to do another one, you call it a night.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed, man, so I can get up and do some things around the house, so I'm not sleeping in too late.
But I definitely do see some of the Swift and Justin Jefferson combos in my future.
Yeah, we can do a Justin Jefferson build next. I don't mind the take. We ended up with the naked Josh Allen, so I like that. We stuck to our guns. It's a good. I feel like it's Man, I was gonna look at mine again. It's all good. Man, I got totally so spooked today, but I enjoy it. All right, man. Well, have a good night, bud. I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna go crash.
Yeah, no, I enjoy you having me on, brother, and I'm sure we'll talk about some more DFS plays in the Discord this week.
Yeah, drop it. I want to see you hit a lineup too, man. Because I know your takes are really good. So yeah, we'll talk, and I'll see you then, man.
All right, brother. Peace. Have a good one.
All right, good night. Good night, everyone. Have a good night. See you.